All right, this is my man. I'm an wait, what do we call this? Is this an electronics store? What is it?
Small appliances.
A small appliance store. And your name is?
Steve Lucchese.
And you are the owner?
Of, Brooks Appliances on 7th Avenue in Park Slope.
Okay, and you've owned this for how long, pal?
23 and 3/4 years. It's going to be 24.
All right, so we're in Park Slope, Brooklyn. I live in Park Slope, Brooklyn. A lot of people mock the fuck out of Park Slope, Brooklyn. They make jokes about it. There was a joke about it on the fair, the Showtime show the other night. They think everyone is fucking fancy and blah, blah, blah. I live on 12th Street. You're over here on 7th Avenue. I come here, by the way, all the time. Buy good stuff. This guy takes care of you. He's no bullshit. He's not one of these big chains. He's a real human being, so I like him. So anyways... you're going to tell me about how it wasn't always fucking Fancyville here. Park Slope, 85, 86, 87. Tell me about it.
I mean, there was graffiti on everything. If you drove from Ocean Parkway up to Prospect Expressway,
right,
just to paint a picture, that whole brick wall was one big splash of graffiti. When you got off the Prospect Expressway, if you're driving, for instance, all of those buildings that are now probably millions and millions of dollars were... like basically condemned, looked like people were probably squatting inside of all of them. And that whole section coming down 8th Avenue, that's the route that I would take when I drove, just looked like burned out, Detroit. I worked here since I was 14 and a half years old.
You grew up what neighborhood?
I grew up in Bensonhurst.
In Bensonhurst,
which this neighborhood wasn't even spoken about. It was just, this was like...
Like Bensonhurst was fancier than...
Yeah, this was way more expensive
dude.
than this neighborhood was.
Yeah.
And when you got to... I mean, this was an ignored neighborhood for the most part. This was like... I think some people called it Red Hook, even.
Yeah.
When I first started working here, I was young and there was gangs out in front of my store. The days that I would take the train, I would have to... Basically, I kept a blackjack in my back pocket.
People don't even know what's a blackjack.
A blackjack is, well, it could be a number of things, but this was like a one that you would swing open. And it would turn from 6 inches to 18 inches.
And it's a steel rod?
Steel rod.
Right.
And I was circled one time on the train by kids that hung out literally right in front of the store.
Right.
And I made the thing
sound... A welcoming party.
Yeah, I made it sound sort of like it was more than it was in my pocket.
Right.
Because it had like a sort of a metal-to-metal sound. So if you shook it, it sounded like you cocked the gun.
Right.
So that's what I did, and nobody really got any closer at that point.
Because, my man's Bernie Getz.
It was going to be dangerous for everybody involved.
Right.
There's a lady that wants to buy Blue Airs.
Oh, sure. Just take a name and number. Yeah.
Yeah, we're doing video.
So that was just one scenario, and the neighborhood was dangerous enough that there was a cop walking the beat.
Yeah, man.
And his name was Officer Velez.
Yeah.
This was still.
So they put the Hispanic officer here. So was it mostly Hispanic here?
It was
or mix of black and Hispanic, right?
It was mostly Hispanic. Some black guys. It was mixed. Even the white people that were living in the area were on heroin. There was a lot of.
If you were white here, you were a doper.
Yeah, definitely. And it was scary to be working here by myself because I was literally by myself. There was no manager.
Did you have a gun here?
I didn't have a gun. I had, blackjacks.
You thought about it, though.
Yeah, and I got
You're not a gun guy.
Nah, because if you shoot somebody, you basically close up your business. I mean, you're killing somebody in your store. That's not good for business. So the good news is that the officer saw that I was a young guy.
Yeah.
And he hung out with me for a good portion of the day.
Yeah.
I had a little black and white TV right here, and we watched television.
You didn't have to pay him?
Absolutely not. He was a nice guy. I hooked him up
Bottom
when he
lunch
needed certain things. Yeah, like discount on a vacuum cleaner.
Yeah.
So if Officer Velez sees this, don't think I forgot you, Officer
Velez, you rock, man. You helped this young guy out, and he's still in business all these fucking years later,
I'm still
man.
here, years later. So there was gangs out in front of the store, and numerous times I had a guy come in the store one time with a gun. And
hold on a second. His whole store is not a boost job. This is nothing stolen here, pal.
Yeah.
Come on, you know me. You know I don't consort with dirtbags and criminals. I mean, mostly not. This guy's righteous. Yeah.
This story just means there's a guy that came into the store with his wife picking up a vacuum repair.
Right.
And he took something off the counter right in front of me.
Yeah.
and he just lifted up his shirt and showed me the gun. And he didn't need to do anything more than that. I wasn't going to say anything. He took his repair and he took what was on the counter.
You got your discount, pal.
Yeah, that was it. It was as easy as that.
All right, so we got to wrap it up because we don't want you to lose business. Here's a fun question. Dude, what was the rent then versus now?
Well, I'm grateful that my landlord hasn't killed me. So,
right.
you know, I don't want to give exact numbers,
yeah.
but the average store on this block was renting for about $1,200.
$1,200 a month.
And
okay.
now the average store on this block is renting for somewhere around, I think, $7,000.
Okay, that actually hasn't gone up. I mean, that's gone up a shitload.
Yeah, but I mean,
a shitload because we don't.
7 times.
Yeah, 7 times. I know. Yeah. I know. It's just my low expectations, I guess. And some of them are paying up to $10,000.
Yeah, no, that I've been told too. Yeah,
right.
But this size store,
yeah.
you know, is about in the $7,000 range.
Right, $7,000. All right. My man has a good shop here. Anyone in the area, come on in. Tell me the name of the shop and where it's located.
Brooks Appliances on 7th Avenue and Park Slope between 11 and 12 Streets.
That's it. And your name is?
Steve.
Steve, we appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Peace.